What's up, everybody? I am Danita Crossan, aka Danny Unspoken, aka Best Friend, and I am here with the best friend, the Purpose Junkie, Miss Ashley Renee. How you doing?
I'm doing good. How y'all doing?
Well,
It's just you.
it's just me.
Okay.
But I am doing good, and today we are talking with the Purpose Junkie herself, just about her journey to purpose, what it means to be a Purpose Junkie, and what is behind this hashtag. What's the story? So,
Yeah.
Purpose Junkie, Miss Ashley Renee. First question: what exactly is a Purpose Junkie?
Well, actually, in doing my research of how I wanted to brand my thing that I love, which is radio, hashtags mean everything. And so, in looking up purpose, we know purpose means it has something, a meaning behind it. There's some sort of push or pull for it.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I thought of junkie, I thought about like, someone who's fiending for something,
Mm-hmm.
but you're motivated. There's some type of motivation for that. So I'm motivated to find out what my purpose is because you're not going to find it in just one day. It's an ever growing and ever changing dynamic. And so to me, a purpose junkie is someone who's constantly searching, hashtag purpose seeker, because you're like constantly trying to figure it out.
I love the plug for the hashtag. So, speaking of that constant seeking, that constant pursuing, what was your journey to purpose?
It was an identity situation where I'm like, oh my goodness, what am I called to do? What is it that I'm here for? I see all of my friends doing great big things, and I felt like to me, I was in a place of doing nothing. I didn't have anything going.
Mm-hmm.
So it was a moment of me literally, and I know people say, oh, you're so churchy, praying, asking God, what is it that I'm called to do? Like, I need to know because right now I feel like I have nothing. And in that moment, he showed me your purpose is to help others, is to push others, to motivate others. And the word that I give you or the things that I give you are to change people. For example, a year ago, we did the Naked Truth, which shout out, it's coming back, y'all.
I'm really excited.
It was a moment of finding our identity, finding out what is the reason and the root behind things. So the different things that we put together are not for personal gain. It's because my purpose is bigger than me.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's our motivation behind that.
Okay. So, who is, I guess, your target audience? Because I noticed you mentioned the hashtags. There's a lot of activity on social media. Are you more aimed toward millennials or older people? Like, what's the target for Purpose Junkie?
So initially, it started off as a college age, millennial aged. I won't call it a thing, but now yeah, I don't like that word either. But it's
Movement is a good word.
well, you know how people they use movements now and they take it out of context. But my the journey is to eventually open the gate for others, and it means all across the board because we're ever growing. We're gonna ever want to know who we are, and so I want to broaden it from just the millennials. And I really wish that we had a better name because some people are like shamed by it, but I'm like, it's a what do you call it? A unique thing because you're a part of a unique class of people. So eventually, we want to broaden our past the millennial age to our super seniors, which would be those who are over 40, because honestly, a lot of them look up to me, and I'm younger, and I'm like, what in the world? So we want to again broaden our horizons there.
So, you bring up an interesting point. You said a lot of people, even those that are older than you, they look up to you as far as being the face of purpose. So how do you kind of deal with that type of pressure or expectation?
It's one of those things where you have to take it as it comes because everyone who comes to you, they come with a different view or a different you shine a different light for them. Some what may look good one way to you, to them is shining a different, like a bigger light. It's like a bigger light bulb, like bigger than this light that's shining so shiny here. So to me, I take it as a go. It's not easy hearing someone who's older than you said there's really no example, and you're the example. It's like, oh my gosh, come on, just be a kid again. No, but it's unfortunately, but we take it as a go. This way.
So tell me a little bit about where purpose is going.
Well, we're shifting in, I think, a different light. We just kicked off intercession, which is actually our night of prayer. And of course, with that comes worship sessions, and with that's coming a live recording. With that, I actually have books coming and things of that nature. So, purpose is not just your average thing; it's a facet. We have so many different things that God is doing. Conferences, like we mentioned, the Naked Truth. We mentioned the Purpose Experience, which is a night of spontaneously worshiping and having a great time, and eventually mentoring and tutoring, because education is my biggest thing. I love to make sure that the young people are covered in every facet. So, purpose is really going somewhere.
Okay, so you've got ministry, you've got books, you've got like devotionals that are coming up, T-shirts.
I forgot about T-shirts.
What is purpose doing? What's the end goal?
The end goal is saving one life at a time.
Okay.
And through our shirts, the messages on our shirts, through the books. The very first book, shout out to Overcoming the Struggles of Singleness, which is coming. Overcoming the Struggles of Singleness. We'll talk about that maybe later. But it's a book that was birthed out of pain. And it was birthed out of experience to help our women. My biggest thing is when you see young women hurting because of other issues, and they say, I want to be married, but you're not ready, because you have to go through to get through, and you have to get healed first. And then, so the books are a shining a light. Again, with the daily post that we do, or our actual radio broadcast, which airs every Thursday at 10 p.m. on AM 1440 WMKM. We're pushing and we're
Shameless
pushing.
plug.
Yeah, we got to put it in there. But our goal is to really, again, be a light in a dark world, being a message for this mess age. That's our goal. That's a shirt right there.
Come on, message for this mess age. I see how you broke that down. Yeah, that's cool. Okay, so I have a whole bevy of questions that just came out of that. The first one that I want to ask from that is, you have a book that's more so geared towards women. Where do men find themselves in this purpose journey, this purpose experience?
That actual book, I'm actually working on finding a man to write the male's perspective. It's not been easy, because everyone that I know that are authors have their own thing going. So I may have to say, Lord, I need you to give me the words to switch this thing around. But as far as for the men, again, that, and then being a part of like the Naked Truth. My brother, who was actually behind this camera here, Sean, he was a part of that great experience. And so when we incorporate the men, we want the men to give their stories, because we can give our stories all day as women, but men are hurting too. Men are going through as well. And so our goal is to, again, make it universal. And that's been the goal. And we'll make it in strides. So shout out to the men out there in the world.
Hashtag shout out to the men. Naked Truth.
Yes.
Say more about it.
The Naked Truth was birthed out of pain. I went through a situation with a guy, and you know how when a guy leaves you, you're broken and you're hurt, and then I literally heard the cries of my sisters saying, why did he do this to me? Why did he leave me? So in the end result, after that, and doing my prayer and preparing for this, what God gave me, the scripture came to me, woman, your faith will make you whole. And even that's where the book Overcoming the Struggle of Singleness came through, because our faith is going to make us whole, not just as an individual, but whole in every aspect of our life. Once we're healed in this area, the rest of the areas have no other choice but to become subject to that portion of healing. And it's a metamorphosis.
Metamorphosis.
That I have been out of school
you.
for 10 years, so therefore,
Same.
Those words, don't do the shade.
No. I just said same.
Yeah.
Me as well.
The struggle with these words that I tried, I had it there. But the purpose of it was to bring forth the discussion. So the first one literally broke the ice on the men being having to be men and trying to step up and doing different things that caused them to go outside the will of God. Then to talk about molestation, the things that we don't talk about every day in church. I wanted this to be that. And so when we come again the second time, there is transparency. So once we've identified the issue is there, then we have to become transparent about the issue, because now we are seeking the healing. And so we have to be open for it. So naked truth to me is it's all about deliverance. It's all about being healed. It's all about being set free. I believe Bishop Patterson said, "Be healed, be delivered, and be set free." And so I believe that's the whole end goal there. So,
okay. So what's coming up on your calendar?
well, we're getting ready to go to Toledo, Ohio, this April 26th for our intercession, which is again a powerful night of prayer, worship, and prophetic release. If you have not been to either one, we're going to bring it back to Detroit in the month of May, but we're just stepping out to Toledo, Ohio. Outside of that, in December, we're doing the Purpose Gala. It's a 30th birthday for me, and we're doing a great work there. And we'll have more information for that coming soon as we get it and release it. So I'm excited.
Okay, so being a millennial and part of this generation, where can we find you? How can we follow you?
Well, on Instagram, it's Live with Purpose Show, all one word. Facebook as well, Live with Purpose Show. And soon the website is coming, y'all. If y'all can send me some coins, I would like it. But we're going to get the website up and going really soon. PurposeJunky.com is coming soon.
And what's the Cash App?
Oh, Cash App, $PCO Ministries, if you feeling anointed to bless. God bless. Oh my gosh. But again, we thank you. I'm thanking you. Thank you for being part of this moment. And thank you for tuning in to Purpose Chronicles here. Keep it live.